15 miles from Manchester, set in 16 acres of grounds on the outskirts of Alderley Edge, stands one man's personal palace.
This must be it. This.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
In 2013, having made his fortune designing video games, owner David turned his hand to designing the perfect platform for himself.
It's a mixture of the modern and the traditional, isn't it? A very traditional roof pitch.
Hello.
David, good morning.
Good morning.
You well?
Hi.
It's my colleague John.
David.
Hi, John.
Nice to meet you.
David's home is a remarkable achievement in modern design, making the most of the landscape around it. 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and over 9,000 square feet of living space, all framed by vast floor-to-ceiling windows offering panoramic views of the countryside. With a 17-meter pool, a sauna, steam room and spa, David's built his very own 5-star country retreat.
Come on through.
This is impressive, isn't it?
Thank you. I had a very clear vision of what I wanted because this is all about the location and the views and the light. So I actually designed the house myself, handed it over to the architects and said, 3D model, this is what I want. And then we took it from there. Welcome to the kitchen.
Oh, this is nice. God, that view is absolutely spectacular.
I mean, in putting all this glass together, that must have eaten into the budget a bit.
It did. Yeah. It's probably 8 to 10% of the budget just went on the glass alone. But then that's the house, isn't it?
That is it.
It's what it's about. It's how it should be. So that was the investment I wanted to make.
Another big part of David's budget was sunk into this panoramic, innovative spa.
There was a lot of work went into this space just on hidden details, to be honest. Getting this D-shaped pool with the infinity pool as well, so the water flows at the edge, so you even get the light reflecting and bouncing in the views.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's flooded with light.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, it's got an underwater pool cover.
It does have a sort of a James Bond feel to it, doesn't it?
That is very...
I am expecting a submarine out of that.
Outside, the house features something even more impressive.
Wow.
It's amazing, that reason.
Wow.
The size of this terrace.
At over 3,000 square feet, the terrace wraps around 2 entire sides of the top floor, with stunning 180-degree views across Cheshire and beyond. Time for Guy and John to put their heads together and value David's masterpiece.
Do you have a price? Do you have a valuation you think this house deserves?
I think the asking price has got to be in the region of 6 million.
Okay.
I think that's where that's where it sits.
That sounds really good. Fantastic.
Exciting
Thank you, guys.
The Vale of Health dates back to the 1800s, and what makes it such an appeal for everyone to live around here is at the back of this is Hampstead Pond.
Round here, property sells fast. There's serious money to be made, and no one knows that better than Lee.
Recently, I set a new record price for a house in Hampstead, not half a mile down the road. It was unmodernised, and we got over £2,200 per square foot. From my perspective, commercially, I'd like to sell the house, but no least certainly get a rental instruction.
Holding the key to both of those options are owners, twin brothers Thallis and Alex.
Hey, what are you doing here? Fancy seeing you here.
Bit of a coincidence, Alex. Nice to see you.
Good to see you again. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for meeting me here. I know you guys are busy, so I really appreciate you taking the time to show me something which I think is going to be
well,
a little bit special.
Something very special for you, but you've got to go in with your eyes closed, yeah? After you.
Oh,
as a guest, after you.
Thank you, sir. So if I take this one on the end?
Right. Don't punch me. Let's do this, right. Come on, then.
I'm literally... My eyes are shut.
How exciting, eh?
I hope you're not leading me literally into the pond.
No cheating. No cheating. No cheating. You can open your eyes. Huh?
Oh, my God.
Not quite the mega mansions Lee's used to. At least, not yet.
What you need to do, you need to come up here. And you need to have some imagination.
That is absolutely stunning. Well, I certainly don't need to buy a house in the Cotswolds.
Lee, what do you think?
This.
What do you think? 15 million sell? What do you think? Just for the view?
This is special. This is very, very special. I mean, not a whisper.
No.
What Lee's looking at here is potential, and plenty of it. The house dates from 1952. The twins were given half the plot in trust by their godfather and bought the other half 20 years ago. The twins' vision is for a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom garden house with a vaulted sitting room, principal bedrooms, and reception rooms, all making the most of the waterside views. For the brothers, it's a dream waiting to happen. For the neighbours, not so much.
It's brought on challenges.
You're always going to get challenges with neighbours because no one wants someone building a site next to where they're living because they just don't want the hassle. But the reality of it is that once you've built this house, it's going to build up the value of each of their houses, and then all of a sudden they're going to think, hang on a minute, that was actually a great idea. Whether you choose to rent or whether you choose to sell, you are going to set a record price, and all of a sudden I think your enemies are going to turn into friends.
On this super prime plot, Lee could be looking at a sale worth over 10 million. With his eye on the prize, he's hoping the twins can solve their dispute with the neighbours and get this ambitious development going.